The games of the 33rd Olympiad. From Athens to Antwerp, Amsterdam to Atlanta, Sydney to Saigon, and now from Paris into your Spotify, iTunes, and YouTube feeds. Moments, Pezza, that will live in infamy. Gold that lives for eternity. Bronze that will result in deportation. Moments that make you ask, where were you when that athlete did that thing that made you feel something? And the answer to that is most likely asleep because the time zones are horrendous. So we present to you the morning after Paris, a daily review of the day of and the night before. Pezza 17 days of highs, lows, glorious gold, disgusting bronze, allegations of cheating, sex on cardboard beds, shitting in the Seine, and figuring out how they make a horse go sideways in the dressage.
Very exciting, Higgos. Very, very exciting to be introducing this. And, TGC going global.
Yeah.
Finally, And we've got something for you on that later. We're just introducing it here. And I want to put this to you, Higgos, straight away. Has there ever been a more important time in the world for the Olympic movement? To me, the answer is yes. There's been plenty more times.
Heaps of really important times.
Helsinki 52.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Antwerp 20, for example. Nevertheless, how could you and I, like Pezza and Higgos, resist the dual aesthetic of potential Australian gold?
Oh, my God.
The controversy, the global controversies of the Olympics set to a Parisian backdrop for 17 straight days. Now, how could we resist it? Quite easily.
Could do anything.
Take a break.
Could do anything else.
Etc. Stop talking.
Yeah.
Cease with this imperial ambitions.
We could be like the Romans and think of this as a pagan festival and just not cover it. Ban it, in fact. We actually ban it.
But this is the Olympics.
Yeah.
Some might say a fading movement.
Not us.
In the city of light, you're going to see the shimmering Eiffel Tower.
Oh, yeah.
Every night.
Yeah.
You're going to be feeling good about, French words that you're ultimately butchering. Like Sacré-Cœur, the Louvre.
Yeah. Yeah.
Basilique.
Yep.
Arrondissement.
Yes.
Etc.
Yeah.
That's going to be us.
Croissant.
Sic de cricket, people will be saying. You could say what we're doing right now is a summary, but I actually am calling it a précis.
A précis.
How could we resist holding up a mirror to the Olympic casuals around the world?
Yeah.
Who show deep ignorance to the 32 sports at the Paris Olympics, but for 2 weeks, we know fucking everything.
A couple
about
of experts
those sports.
knocking about.
When the K1 slalom starts, BMX, modern pentathlon, dressage.
Yeah,
we're going to sit down and just like you, ladies and gentlemen, just hold up a mirror to our own ignorance, but pretend we know what we're talking about. Sorry, he goes, just if you'll allow, what about the global stories of the Olympics? That's before we even get to Australian gold, which we'll be dripping in and speaking about
I'm
shortly.
salivating at the thought of it, Pezza.
But can you swim in the Seine? Is there shit in there?
Yeah.
What about disruptions to resident Parisians?
Yep.
What about election issues? What about mascot objections?
Yep.
What about smear campaigns?
Now we're talking.
From national enemies that we're told about in the press?
Yes.
We can cover that on this 20 to 30 minute show.
You're going to get all of that, or a taste of it anyway. It's sort of a flavour. Not to use with Flavor Flav, who's not involved in this at all.
Oh, wait, you're going to speak about Public Enemy, are you?
Is Flavor Flav on?
We're going to be able to say terms like an Australian is a medal hope.
Oh, yeah.
Or the verb meddled.
Yeah.
Or they meddled.
Yeah.
Again, not to be confused by election posturing from different nations.
Of course, yeah.
When you meddle in elections.
I'm looking forward to seeing the Arc de Triomphe.
And what about the comments from people going, you've mispronounced that deeply?
We're doing every show in black and white horizontal checks.
Yeah.
Face paint, gloves. We'll be riding a bike with a croissant.
That's right. I'm wearing a beret.
I'm wearing a beret. That's
right.
Yeah, that's right. There'll be a French breadstick coming out of the basket of that bicycle.
I won't eat the baguette that's sitting on the table because I'm French and I only smoke cigarettes for food.
Yeah.
And then there's the Australian lens on this. What we're calling the actual tonic of our national soul, which is gold.
Just gold.
And our unquenchable thirst for it.
It's an identity.
Boomers, for example, as in the basketball team.
Oh, I thought you were negative gearing again.
Thought we're talking about being priced out of the property market.
Franking credits.
Yeah.
Are they in?
Are we expecting, how can we as Australians simultaneously demand a gold medal from the Australian Boomers, but also sit there and go, they'll be lucky to win a game?
Lucky to win a game.
Tough
yeah,
pool.
it's a tough group, but fuck me, if it's not at least silver, get the fuck out of here.
The Opals, they just beat China, ranked second in the world at last start, but it's a US dominated event, etc. And poolside. He goes,
come on, let's
first week poolside. That's when the froth is on.
That is the Olympic Games.
I am serious about
that.
this.
Is the Olympic Games for Australians in the pool. It's a land girt by sea. Had you not figured that out just yet?
Australia versus the USA. And then you're starting to say some names.
Yeah.
Titmus, Kaylee McKeon, Molly O'Callaghan, who might take a gold off Titmus. What about Elijah Winnington, Sam Short, Kyle... I'm just saying these names with reverence.
Names.
Sotto voce, if you will. And I know you will.
I will.
The poolside is really where this happens.
So this is going to, we're going to do a 17-day daily review. Every morning you're going to get this into your feeds, available on Spotify, iTunes, wherever you get your podcasts, and of course right here on YouTube if you are watching it. In that way, it's going to be the morning after, of course, hence the name, the morning after Paris.
Catching you up
on what's happened the day and night before in Paris.
We're going to be talking to some athletes if they'll come on the show, talking to journos. Going to be talking to parents, going to be talking to punters who've got nothing to do with the Olympics at all. And I just want to say also, we are releasing and opening up to what our cricket fans will know as the Visceral Minute.
Yeah.
So starting from today, and we've redone this, starting from today, if you have 10 to 15 seconds of a visceral thought about the Olympics, what the Olympics means to you, head to speakpipe.com/morning after Paris. We'll release we'll post that link online when we announce all this.
It'll also
stuff.
be in the description of this, in
etc.
consuming
we,
this.
we want 10 to 15 seconds, and really, this is our global shot. He goes, we want accents from all over the world, preferably your own.
Preferably your own. Yeah.
However, if you've got an accent you want to put on tastefully, then go for that. But this is a chance for TGC to actually show its full, or should I say morning after Paris, or map.
Map.
To show the full, globality of this show.
Analysis of the archery, breaking down the breakdancing, judging the judo, hubris over the hurdles, and most importantly, can our Aussie swimmers beat the Yanks in the pool for the first time in history? Join us right here for the morning after Paris.